All right, we got hot mics. Yeah, this video timer is running way slower than it should be. It should be at 0 right now. So that it should have been at 0 at 1 o'clock, which it is. So this is just going to be a real kind of casual playthrough. This is probably like my 4th or 5th play of Final Fantasy VIII. I don't plan on doing like 100%. I'd like to get all the trophies as possible, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get every issue of Timber Maniacs. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get every single Guardian Force or every single side quest. I'd like to get all the Guardian Forces, so I might go and go so far as to defeat. I can't remember if it was Ultimate Weapon or Omega Weapon in this one to get Eden, the last Guardian Force, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a long game, and I'll have plenty of time to assess what I'm going to do with this. So, I am playing this on PS4, so it's the remastered version. I know there's a few little quirks with it, but it's still gonna look and sound a lot better than the original PlayStation game. So, Anatruck, you've never been in Final Fantasy VIII? I had a problem with Final Fantasy IX. Alright, so real quick, some of the things they added to this are some extra little functions. So, if you click the left thumbstick, it increases the battle speed ×3, which will be super helpful when we're stocking magic. You can click R3 to do battle boosts. I don't know what that means. I think it's like a cheat mode. And then if you click both L3 and R3, you turn off random battles, which might be kind of pointless because I'll probably get the no encounter function from Diablos pretty quickly. So we'll see. So let's get started. And here is a here's a screen that's kind of familiar to us Ava nerds. So, Anatruck, Final Fantasy IX dogged me for years. My memory card save kept getting corrupted up until like I got a PS3, and then I was able to play through it without losing, my save information. But we had to talk about this intro FMV because I'll go to my grave saying that this is quite possibly the greatest FMV in the history of video games. Or at least it was at the time. Like this got you pumped up to play some Final Fantasy VIII. It's got that perfect blend of like trailer and intro, because it's gonna show us FMVs from later on, interspersed between this introductory fight between Squall and Cypher that kind of sets up the beginning of the game. Paul Laws, I have been meaning to get around to Final Fantasy 12 for a while now. I've heard really good things about it, but every time I look into screenshots of the game, it just seems really drab. Like all the characters just wear just these very boring brown outfits with minimal color detail. It just doesn't look like a terribly interesting game, but I've heard really good things about it. But Final Fantasy XII is a really good game, isn't it? But it's also like fairly long. It's like a 50-60 hour game, isn't it? Hey P-Stone, welcome! Thanks for having you. I think of all the Final Fantasies, I think this is probably the closest to Star Wars, being as how like you do get like a like legit spaceship. So here we have our cliche, character waking up, although the intro FMV kind of sets it up. So the question is, how do I want to play Squall through this game? Do I want to be like the jerk Squall? So I think in most people will be like, yeah, my forehead hurts. I just had a gun blade hit me in the head. And I'm just going to use all the characters' default names. God, I can't remember if it's Cypher or Safer. Is it worth taking the time to to look up the katakana of Cypher's name to see how it's actually supposed to be pronounced? Cypher Almasi, where? So, I love how the transparency or the the trimming of the bottom of I think her name is Elwan is kind of wonky here, just because like they were able to update like the character graphics, but like they couldn't really update the backgrounds. Also, this is kind of like our very first hint or mention of things that are going to happen much later on. I felt like people, when they played this game, they felt like a lot of the stuff that came on later was very like out of left field. But hot take, if you actually pay attention, it's peppered throughout all of the game. Like even the lyrics for Liberi Fatali, Phithos Lusek Vekos Vinosek, is an anagram for succession of witches and love, which are the two themes of the game. Thanks, On Truck. I put my college education to good use. Or sorry, Paul Laws. So one of the things that, like, so in full disclosure, I've played Final Fantasy. Did like almost like 100% playthrough of both Final Fantasy VII and VIII, and I played Final Fantasy VII before Final Fantasy VIII, and I understand it's important. I understand its influence. I understand its fandom, but it just doesn't do it for me. Part of it is probably like the ugly, chunky graphics, but Final Fantasy VIII was the one that really stole my heart and really kind of blew me away. And part of it is just like the fact that the character models like look more like actual human beings. You know, like they actually have hands and fingers, whereas like, you know, in Final Fantasy VII, everybody just has like a big polygonal block for, you know, hands and legs and stuff. And that's not the only reason I'm not crazy about Final Fantasy VII. Like, I identified with Squall as a teenager, and I like that Final Fantasy VIII has more like thematic elements to it. Like 7 definitely had like, you know, some things going on. Environmentalism was like the main like big theme of the game. But I don't know. I felt like 8 had a lot more going on. Now, Final Fantasy IX, production-wise, excellent game. I enjoyed 9, but 9 is a game that I don't really feel like I'd want to play again. Like, I could go back and play the original 7 at some point. Alright, so do need to do 1 or 2 things here. Tutorial. So, there we go. So we got our Guardian forces to start out with. That's, yep. And shouldn't need to do anything else because I know how to play this game. What else? Wait a second, there was, a Guardian Force is an independent energy force. By combining it with Paramagic, it is possible to control tremendous energy. Memory loss is a possible side effect, but this has not been proven as of yet. So again, like, there are some things that happen later on in the game, and I don't want to spoil anything if you actually take this entire journey with me, or if you've never played this game before, but this is a little hint to like a major thing later on. So like, this game actually does set up quite a bunch of stuff later on, fairly early on in the game. So if you're paying attention, you'll remember it. And then there's a whole like backstory about like the Sorceress Wars prior to the events of the game. I don't need to go into that, but it exists. Yeah, I'm done. Because we gotta get to that fire cavern. We gotta go get Ifrit and start getting into trouble. Oh, ah! So Paula's, what should we have named Quetzalcoatl and Shiva then? Nope, I have not been to the fire cavern. I like how I like how their exam, which is like going into a war, is like scheduled. You know, they're just all casual about it. Yes, let's get going. Yeah, I already did it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that's the pause button. Triangle. There we go. Now, I know a lot of people are not crazy about the junction system in this game, but it's like one of those things where you have to take time with it, for sure. Let's see, we got no magic yet, so there's no point in having magic for that. So, like, I don't think the junction system is inherently a bad thing. Oh, and here's where we meet Selphie for the first time. It's Selphie, right? It's been a while since I played this game. I think it's probably been about 10 years. The missile-based computer interface. I have PTSD of not knowing about how the final battle was gonna go, so I spread all of my Guardian forces and magic over all of my characters rather than just picking and choosing my 3 best and then letting the other characters die. So like all of my characters in the final battle were like just weak enough. It took forever to finish that last fight. Hey, are we gonna give Selphie a tour or not? Should we actually? Nah, you know what? You know what? I got shit to do. Nope. Sorry. I don't get anything out of it. I know where everything is. I've played this game. Okay, bye. Bye. Nope. Too late. We're gonna go to the fire cavern. We're gonna get this done. All right. I don't think we really need to save, but let's go ahead and just get that going. Ah. There we go. Get some magic. Oh. It's actually kind of hard to do this without the, Wait a second. There we go. Squall brawl. Now, I will say this about the junction system. I don't like the fact that when you use magic, you have to replenish it. Magic should, like, you know, grow or heal, you know, restore itself in some way. So, like, you shouldn't have to, like, stock 99 of some things. It's just kind of annoying. Okay. I'm sorry if anybody actually cares about this, but it will become apparent with time. Just press all the buttons. Yes, got it. Let's go. Okay. Let's give Shiva to you. GF, draw. Since I've got, well, let's give, since I have magic for, since I have item for him and magic for her. So, let's see. Nope. Where is the fire cavern? The lamb's over there. think that's supposed to be the fire cavern. But one thing I think I would want to do first is see how quickly I can get some basic magic before running in there. Just to kind of like go over, you know, some basic... Yes, I know. Got it. So we're going to stock, draw, stock. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to set, because you can set your command to hold, and then you just hold the circle button, and it just does everything for you. So... Okay, cool. Let's see. So we need to config. We want to, memory, I believe? Yes. Yes. So now, if we go into encounter, and we choose to do that, and that, and if I just hold down X, boom. I think I can also speed up the battle speed even more in the actual game settings. So, this is the part of Final Fantasy VIII that, like, yes, this is dumb that we have to do this. Like, if you get... Like, there's a number of ways they could have made this better. Like, rather than, like, getting between 1 and 9 magic, it could have been between, like, I don't know, 5 and 25. Or, you know, you get a few of a particular type of magic, and then as you're running around, doing things, the magic grows, you know, or heals itself, or evolves until it maxes out, and then you have to get the next level of that magic the way you normally would. That would have been a decent way of doing it. Because this is kind of dumb. Like, back in the day... Oh. Back in the day, I would, like, do this, and I would take, like, a bottle cap, or, like, some pennies, or some kind of, like, small, round object, and I would put it on top of the X button, and then I'd get a rubber band, and I'd rubber band around the controller, and then I'd go make a sandwich, okay? And then I'd come back, and I'd have 99 of whatever magic. And then I'd just repeat until, like, I got all the basic magic. But this is the time-intensive, pointless grinding of this game. Because having a good complement of magic to Junction is everything in this game. So, for everybody out there who complains about drawing magic, totally justified. Oh, alright. We're close. It's possible that Squall is really behind, because some characters are better at drawing magic than others, but I think, yep, we're done. We're done. Later. Oh. Okay, so now we got a little bit of magic. So let's go and do some junctioning. So we can we do auto? Yeah, so we can do it. So the nice thing about this game is that at least they have this, where they have the auto, so you can decide how you want to prioritize the junctioning of your magic, either to your attack stats, your magic stats, or your defense stats. Being as how I've got Quetzalcoatl right now, and I only have the magic stat, it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna prioritize to magic. So, let's see. So, right now my magic is at 6. So, oh, I think I just turned off all my abilities too. Yes, so I need Quetzalcoatl, and I need my abilities. So GF, draw, and item. And then we're gonna... So like right now my magic stat is 6, and if I have a good bit of some magic, bam! Now my magic is 16. So, Quistis's Spirit, which I believe is Magic Defense, is 6, and now it's 11. So that's how you you junction your magic in this game. All right, so we want to and Cure is going to be extremely important. So, oh, and Thunder. Let's kill off both of these bugs. And it's kind of impossible to activate the trigger on Squall's attack with the, let's get rid of those bugs first. Okay. Now, we really need some Cure Magic. That's going to be extremely important. Alright, so let's get some Cure Magic, and then we're going to go... We're gonna go to the Fire Cavern. Yeah, you can spend a lot of time in this game customizing your junctions because you can like, you know what? This is a good opportunity. To do our limit break. So. One of the things I like about Final Fantasy VIII over some other Final Fantasies is that the limit breaks actually make sense. In other games, you usually kind of like get experience towards them, but in this one, you specifically you get them when you're low on health, and it's like a statistical type thing. So like, the more likely you are, or the lower on health you are, the more likely you are to get it. Which makes a lot of sense, because it's like a desperation attack, you know? Whereas, like, in other Final Fantasies, you may get it, you know, here and there, randomly, and you might not even need it when you get it. You get them a lot in, like, boss battles, just because, you know, you spend so much time in the boss battle, but it's pretty easy, although it is pretty easy to exploit the limit break in this game, because you can just basically have 2 of your characters at full health, and then just let your other character, like Squall, with a good limit break, get really low on health, and then just spam the enemy with their limit break. And I tend to do that, because that's like the easy way of getting through some boss fights. Because like every hit that Squall will do can be like 9,999, which is like an entire Guardian Force attack in some cases. Like Eden is the only Guardian Force in this game that exceeds 9,999, and that's after you power it up and use boost. Also, hot take, boost is awful. We have to press the square button to power up your GF. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. Alright. Let's see. I think we're good now. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got a good initial complement of magic. And let's just auto once again. Alright, so we don't have a whole lot of stats at Junction 2 just yet. And let's see what our Guardian Forces are learning. So I'm not going to be using my Guardian Forces all that much. So I'm going to start out with, there's Boost. Oh my god, Boost is awful. We're gonna start with, so like these two are the Guardian Force's attack ability and HP. I don't think I'm gonna be using them all that much, or at least I hope I'm not going to. But I don't know, we'll see. I want to start out Quetzalcoatl with learning HP Junction just to get my character's health up, and I feel like I'm going to be using Shiva quite a bit in the Fire Cavern just because Shiva is an ice elemental. So I'm gonna leave that, so if like she does actually learn that during the Fire Cavern, that will be useful. Yeah, okay. I know it. Is there a way to turn tutorials off? Could somebody Google if there's a way to turn tutorials off? I know this already, and I've also talked about this. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yes I do. I know. Oh, I like how Quizzes has to explain. Like, in the context of a player playing this game, like, it makes sense. But like in world, it's like Quizzes is gonna teach him about his own weapon. Great. How do you see in those things? All right. Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's begin. Select a time. Yeah, I don't think it's doable in 10. I don't even think this is doable in 10 minutes. So we're gonna do 20. Let's do 20 and let's see how it goes. See, is there any... Alright, so I've already got all that magic. We're good. Alright. Woo. Nope. Don't draw. Well, since we got an ice elemental, see, now that is the good thing about Guardian Forces sometimes. Greetings from the United States. I'm doing okay. I'm doing as well as can be expected. You know, life is kind of weird right now, you know? Oh, what's that? What's that got? Maybe sleep? No, blizzards. Yeah, blizzards are gonna be kind of important. I think I'm just gonna get a couple of those. I don't want to spend too much time stocking magic in here just because I have a time limit. Oh. Oh, wait. Oop, what happened? Something happened. Okay, there we go. That was weird. I don't know what just happened. So, I'm playing this through the, PlayStation 4 screen share to my PC. So we badly need to use some magic here. This wall is dead. And use. Alright. Alright. Back to business. Okay, yes. Here's where we gotta go. See, I don't think there's any really terribly useful magic we can get. No. So I think we're just gonna go. Although I think I can scan him to see what his health is like. Cast on himself. Alright, so he's like a... yeah, okay. Man, I don't remember the fire cavern being, like, this short. Probably could have done this in 10 minutes. Oh well. how useful it is, but let's do Quetzalcoatl as well. Just spam him with Guardian Forces for the moment. I always thought this design was pretty cool. So in what ways would you say? What are some ways to break this game? 'Cause I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Like, I know how to like spam limit breaks, things like that, but like, what kind of ways can this game be broken? Cool. Ultimate Weapon CD1? Huh. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that. Alright, cool. So... Alright, so this is explaining that if you like have your strength stat, you can charge like thunder or fire or ice to it, and then your attack will actually have that element to it. So like if you are fighting a fire elemental like I just did, you might want to junction ice magic to the strength, so that way when you attack them, it'll inflict that element, which is kind of cool. You can also do status effects too, so like if you want to put something to sleep, you can do that too. Let's junction Ifrit to Squall, and we're going to auto attack. Let's see. I don't think these guys have anything that I might use. Oh yeah, I need some thunder. Oh. Actually, no. I only need some thunders. Oh, is that it? Take it easy, Paul. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna play. Has it been 45 minutes already? Man. Let's see, nothing over there. Oop. Draw. Some thunder. Draw. Not good with that. Yep, so I'm already getting a bit stronger now that I have some magic. Yeah, I definitely could have done this in under 10 minutes. Cool. So that should make Shiva stronger. And it's kind of important to structure the way you want your Guardian Force to learn. So, like, I think right now... Because right now, automatically, it's going to make the Guardian Force attacks stronger and stronger. But I want to get some of my basic stats learned. So, I'm going to make Shiva learn Strength Junction. And I'm going to make Ifrit learn HP Junction. So that my character will have more HP. And Quetzalcoatl is still learning HP Junction as well. So that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, I'm already good on fire, so... Oh, Yellow Lightning, I've been very, very clear on this over the years. I'm not a big fan of Ray. Ray is interesting. So, Ray is interesting. I'd like to do a video about this at some point. Ray is very interesting as, like, you know, a plot, like, mythology, thematic, you know, just like, there's a whole lot of interesting elements going on with, like, you know, the moon and symbolism, but like, I don't really feel like Ray is much of a character, and I feel like a lot of, like, because there's so many of them, I don't know, I think Asuka is a much more interesting character, and is an actual character. I know. Like I'm not a Rey hater by any means. I just don't think she... Hot take. I don't think Rey qualifies as a character. Hot take. Alright, so these guys have something. Sleeps. Sleeps are cool. Let's get some sleepy magic. Now, I really only need to have one of these things alive to draw from. Alright. Let's get some more sleepy magic. So, as far as, like, Shinji and, like, Herring, I'd probably say he was equally interested in both of them. Like, I think he was probably more attracted, like, in a physical sense to Asuka, and then maybe, like, subconsciously to Rey, just because of the whole, like, maternal, like, Oedipal type thing. But, like, once he kind of figured out who or what Rey was, he was, like, completely afraid of her. So I think, like, ultimately, you know, from Shinji's perspective, it was all about Asuka. But At the end of the day, you can ship whatever character you want. I'm not gonna judge. It's like, you know, it's like PlayStation or Xbox. The real answer is both. You know, like you can Coke or Pepsi. I don't care. Just do what you want to do. Oh, let's get Yep, there we go. Spam element break. Alright, so. Let's make a break for the garden. Yep, again, I know all of this. Alright. See, I shouldn't need to heal my characters right now. Can I draw again? No. Let's see. Predictions, hopes, dreams for 3.0 plus 1.0. What I would like is a very satisfying ending. I'm a little pessimistic about it. I'd really like for the ending to wrap everything up and kind of answer a lot of those questions that we had. I don't think that's gonna happen. I just kind of want Anno to finish it up, and you know, ooh, excuse me. I need to go to the dormitory. I just kind of want Anno to finish it up. And, like, I'd like to see more stuff like Shin Godzilla and Kitty Honey from him, you know? I want to see more, I want to see other new stuff. Like, if he could, like, do a live-action Ultraman, you know? I think there was some rumors or mentions about that, but like, I know Anno has a lot, like, I want to see what he can do with the remainder of his years. Like, I think he's kind of gotten stuck on Evangelion for the last, what? 13? No, 15. It's more like 15 years. Okay, so is he producing Shin Ultraman, or is he actually directing it? Zell. Yes. Squall's such a dick. So we're not going to do dual auto. Right. Cypher gets to be the squad leader. There's Fujin and Raijin. And I want to say Fujin is Wind Elemental and Raijin is Fire? The list. Headmaster Robin Williams. I want to say all of these characters are like 17 years old, the oldest. Kind of young to be a bunch of mercenaries going into an actual war. Sido. Another thing I liked about Final Fantasy VIII is that all the designs are just like... I felt like Final Fantasy VII's design was like too close to what, like, you know, real world actually is. Whereas, like, you know, Final Fantasy VIII is just like almost like bizarro alternate Earth. I think that's... Okay, let's go. Nandemanai. Yep, there's a problem. Squall's crazy. Alright. Let's just drive through. Oh, I can't drive through the woods. Let's go. The problem team. Oh, that was a savage cut, dude. Dukedom Parliament. Yep, we're gonna go in there and fight all the flunkies. But it'll be a little more than that. Cool. Okay, there we go. This game's so... I love this game! That's a good idea. Oh, I should have slept. Alright, so, let's see what we got. Give magic from Quistis to there you go. Take all from him. Junction. Attack. I don't even think I'm gonna actually have Cypher in my party very long. I'm not even sure there's a point to doing all of this, but might as well. Yeah, the FMVs look a lot better. Like, they didn't reprocess them. Oh, I didn't do... Damn it, I didn't do... They clearly didn't go back and re-export, you know, the FMVs to a better resolution, but at least they were able to, like, you know, put the higher quality versions of them, which is nice. Ability. GF. Draw. Magic? And how am I doing on abilities? Oh, really close to having HP Junction on Quetzalcoatl. Strength still got a while to go. So does HP on him. Okay. Cool. Yep, 200 more HP. What's up, doggo? Oh yeah, I have definitely done like everything in this game in the past. Like this is my 4th time playing this game. There we go. Man, it's been a while since I played this game. Like, there's only so much you can do, you know, with an old PlayStation 1 game without, like, completely redoing it from scratch. Like, you know, like, Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah, Remake. It's not Final Fantasy VII. You know, it's a completely different game. But, you know, there's only so much you can do to remaster a game before you have to just make it over from scratch. But I remember way back in the day when the PlayStation 2 was first coming out, there was like 2 things. One, there was like a tech demo of the ballroom dancing scene where Squall and Renoa dance that, rather than being an FMV, was rendered in real time on the PS2. And I don't know if it's like a false memory, you know, but like I remember that they were going to release Final Fantasy VII, 8, and 9 remastered on the PlayStation 2. And it never happened. And whenever I try and go and find, you know, like it's been so long, and anything new, like any new talk about, you know, remastering those games has like supplanted it or overwritten it. But like I remember, like there was supposed to be a remaster of this game, and I was like, yes, I want to play it again in like higher quality, but it never happened. So, like now that there is, you know, the remastered Final Fantasy VIII on, you know, PS4 and Switch, like I'm happy to play this game again. Like, it'd be nice if like the backgrounds could be higher quality, you know. But like, I'll take what I can get. Like this is as good as this game is ever gonna look, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, I definitely know the tech demo is real. But I remember, there being like announced or advertised that there was going to be a, the trilogy of PlayStation games, remastered. So 7, 8, and 9, I remember they're supposed to be released on the PlayStation 2. But I can't verify that this was a thing. So I'm not sure if that part is a false memory. Because we're talking 20 years here. Actually, now that Kit's gotta learn HP Junction. Alright, so Summon Magic. Vitality Junction. On top of that, the place has always been a nesting ground for monsters. I love how, like, in Final Fantasy, there's just casually monsters. Monsters, huh? That sucks. So, Anatroc, so here's the thing. Back in like the golden age of the PlayStation 1, I subscribed to both the unofficial and the official PlayStation magazines. So I got stuff, about PlayStation in the mail. And I remember getting like a postcard or some kind of advertisement or something about them remastering 7, 8, 9 on the PS2. So like I don't know. I don't know if I'm just like it's been too long, but like I remember there being a remaster planned for the PS2 for these games. Alright. And I think we're now at that point where Cypher is going to just run off on his own. I love battles. I fear nothing. I'm gonna pass on that subject. Selfie's back. Yep, Squad B. Selfie from Squad A. There he goes. That's the plan. All right. So Squiddle's on. Alright, so Shiva's not attached to anybody. That's Junction, Shiva to her. GF. Magic. Item. So, let's see. So, she needs some magic, so... yeah, I guess so. This is the kind of tedious part of this game. I wish there was a better way to distribute magic across characters. Okay, auto. Auto. Okay, I think I should be good. Cool. Alright, we're coming up on our first boss fights. Yep. Oh. Encounters inside the tower. Alright, let's get that draw point. And I really don't need to, but I'm an obsessive saver, so. How much playtime we got? An hour and a half. Yeah, that's about right. I think I'm gonna go to maybe like 2 hours. Kill that dude first. Let's see, do you have anything cool? Well, yep. Let's go. Biggs and Wedge, there's your Star Wars reference, guys. Yep, so there's some big weird shadow up there. Pay no attention to it. I remember playing this as a demo from PlayStation Magazine way back in the day. I just remember this being so cool. It's like it's a satellite dish that's got satellite dishes on it. Boss time! Alright, so what does he got? Asunas. Those... I believe those, restore from status abnormalities? I remember that being a pretty useful magic. So I might want to get some of that while I have the opportunity. Still, I love these Guardian Force attacks, even after all these years. Alright. I want to say this thing is called Elvoret? Elvoret? Something like that? So very important, we need to draw... Oh, there it was. Siren, who is a Guardian Force. Yep. Alright, so we got another Guardian Force that we can use later. And let's see, what else? What other kind of magic does it have? Oh, doubles. Double's kind of useful, but but as obvious is obvious, triple is way better because then you can cast whatever on all three of your characters. But it's also really helpful for junctioning, so might as well try and get a few while I can. Nope. Phoenix down. Yep. Yeah. There we go. And cure. On selfie. Crap. Well. Let's see. This is not going well. Oh my god, I still have so much HP. 2300 HP. Duel. Cure. Sell. Getting back into decent shape here. It's just one of the good things about the Guardian Forces is that at the very least it kind of shields you from some attacks, because the Guardian Forces HP will replace your HP. This seems so weird, but these Guardian Force attacks take up a lot of time. There we go. So I think, well, now normally in a boss fight you don't get experience, you get like AP. Well, sorry, Selfie. Alright, so yeah, Paul, so I do have videos that I've been working on. It's just it's just been weird. It's been weird with life. It's been weird with work. I am back at work. It's harder. It's much harder now than it was before. I've been pecking away at a few scripts. I kind of wanted to do a quick video about the Oscar redraw with a few of my favorites. So like, I mean to make videos, but it's kind of hard right now. Like, whenever I sit down to like write, it just, I don't know. It's really hard to turn my brain off to everything else that's going on in the world. So for me, the hardest part about making videos is the writing component. And like, if I can, like, sometimes I just get like really manic and I just have to write. And then like, once I write like a script, like, that's like the hardest part for me, is the writing. Once the writing is done, it's just a slog to get through it. Like, it could take, you know, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of like real hard work on a video to get it done. But like, once the writing is done, that's like the hurdle for me. The rest is just do I have like the energy? Like, am I awake? Can I keep working on this thing? At that point, it's just craft. You know, recording the voiceover, editing the voiceover, starting to build out the video, doing the subtitles, designing the thumbnail. You know, like all that stuff. That stuff is easy for me. Like, it takes a lot of work, but it's not a challenge the way writing is. And the more that's going on around me, the harder it is. So, like, the last, what, four months have been, like, the weirdest 4 months of my life. Like, I'm, like, 9/11 happened for me when I was, like, 18, and, like, that's my metric for weirdness, for surrealness in the world. And I'd say, like, I feel like we're at least at, like, a 3 or a 4 in terms of, like, 3 or 4 9/11s in terms of weirdness. And I was talking to my sister the other day, and she was like, we're like at like Vietnam, Great Depression, or like World War II, like right now, in terms of like everything that goes on. And I was like, I don't know about, you know, World War II, maybe Great Depression, but like, yeah, I definitely see Vietnam for sure. And so far, we've been kind of lucky. Like, you know, income isn't an issue. We are healthy. You know, I woke up with a sore throat the other day, so I wasn't able to go to work because I have some symptoms of something. But otherwise, everything's been fine. More or less. Uh-oh. I don't have any Phoenix Downs. That could be a problem. No, don't. Well, for starters. Oh my god, seriously, I don't, fully restores abdominals. I think I might have to, crap. Can I use, yes, I'm gonna use a tent. Boom. That'll work. But I do need to, since Squall, let's see, Squall is my best character right now, so let's give Siren to Selfie. And I want to have, there's not a whole lot of need for item right now. Okay. And let's see where we are in terms of everything. Still working on Vitality Junction. Getting pretty close to having the Strength Junction. Pretty close to having the HP Junction. And what would be useful? Most useful. Junction 2 match to status defense. Oof. I don't ever really feel like I ever use Siren as an actual, like, summon attack. So let's do, that'll be, it'll take a while. Okay, let's just do that. Cool. Yeah, Paul, I know people really like my videos. I'm always very pleased when I complete one. I wish I could do YouTube on a more I know. Well, I don't know, but I'm confident that if I could devote all of my time to it, it could become a full-time thing, and that'd be pretty cool, you know? But right now, with everything that's going on, finances, I kind of had to be an occasional YouTuber, and hopefully see if it, you know, goes somewhere else in the future. But it's always a struggle to devote time to it. All right, so let's see. Quetzalcoatl is the best thing to use against that. And thunder. Electric magic is the best thing to attack this thing with. Question is, what kind of magic does protects? Oh yeah, definitely, Paul. I love the FMVs in this game. So, technically, you can keep fighting this spider mech to get more experience, but quite honestly, we are just going to keep chugging right along. Greeting, Vowels, I guess? Welcome. Magic, Thunder, GF, Quetzalcoatl. And magic. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Oh well. Oh, I didn't know you could actually officially defeat this thing. I recall hearing that you actually just keep fighting this spider mech. It's a good way of getting AP for your Guardian Force abilities, but cure Selfie a little bit because she's starting to get low. No, I haven't gotten the card ability yet, but it's something I definitely will get in the future. I don't know. I haven't really decided what like completion, you know, I want to do this time around. Like I might do the trophies because it's a PS4, you know, title. But like, there's no achievements or trophies that are really dependent upon the card game. Like, I have to lose, there's like the thing where you lose the card, but I don't know. But right now, I just want to play some Final Fantasy VIII. Ooh. I kind of wanted to get Final Fantasy VII Remake because I feel like I'm missing out. Like everybody else has been playing this game, but I thought, you know what? Let's play Final Fantasy VIII. It's been a while. So by over leveling, you mean Squall's at like 100 while everybody else is at like 60? Because I've done that. It's pretty easy because Squall is like the one character that you have in your party almost all the time. Oh, interesting. It looks to me like when you turn 3 times speed on, the actual timer stays the same. Don't forget to talk to the dog. What's the dog gonna do? Talk to the dog. Well, I tried to talk to the dog. Okay. Let's see. Should probably try and cure my characters real quick. Get my health back up. Cast on myself. Oh, cure. Oops, damn it. Didn't mean to stock those cures. Oh well. Cure. Sell. Guardian Force, and Aspect here on... Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's boogie. Almost to the point now where it's just that mad final dash back to the beach. Yep. Sweet. Got that cool Cylon and or Zaku eye. Oh yeah. I love how smooth this game is. Quistis is a Bamf. Alright, let's see how well we did on our seed exam. Well, to some degree, that would be cool if we could get an actual Final Fantasy VIII remake, but they're not done with 7, and they've only been working on it for what, the last, like, 6 years? Good job. Yeah, I don't see too many people chomping at the bit for a Final Fantasy VIII remix. It's not like it's not loved, because it definitely has its fans, but it has, you know, nowhere near the fandom of Final Fantasy VII. Let's be honest. And it's nice that they did this remake. You know, they've put it on PlayStation, they put it on Switch. Is there anything of importance to do here? Like, I think I could go and visit Zell's mother. I think Zell's house is... well... Zell's house is this one? Yep. Ma dinked. Ah, the Zell card. Rejected. Well, what is my card complement looking like right now? I've got the E-Free card. I don't even have enough cards. 2, 3, 4. I only have 4 cards. I don't think I could challenge Ma Dink now if I even wanted to. Oh, well. So... is there anything else? There's the Queen of Cards. Let's just... Look at that! Look at that focus pull. That focus change on the background. Small things. Well, so I could either rent a car or I could just run. So let's just do that. I mean, hey, let's ride over there. Who needs a car? I think a good time to actually start playing the card game is after you get the brothers, because you get like those 2 cards that have like 9/9 in, you know, 2 directions, so they're like super useful to like play the card game. Oh, what are you? Well, we got most of these magics already. Well, that didn't take long. You know what? Take that. G learned Strength Junction. Ifrit learned HP Junction. Cool. So, Ifrit, auto, attack, and auto, attack, and now that we've done that, Vitality Junction. Yep. And magic to elemental defense. Summon magic plus 10%. Strength plus 20. Yes. What is Siren learning? Status effects junction 2. Yeah, I do not want to have to boost my Guardian Forces. Like, it's so tedious, and I don't... At a certain point, once you start getting, like, a good bit of magic, and you got your junctions all set up well, I'm gonna probably just avoid summons altogether. But for right now, like, they're pretty useful. Let's see if there's any magic in here now. Yep. Alright, let's get back up to the garden. Let's see. Alright. Let's find out how I did. What seed rank they'll give me. We've just received word. Galbadian army has agreed to withdraw as long as the communication tower is repaired and the uplift remains operational. And that is another thing that will come into play later on. Felt good, scared to death. Felt good. Talk to Shu. That's all a pretty good video where somebody went and took all of the Japanese text for all the whatevers, and it's interesting. Like, they're actually, all those whatevers are actually something, and they're actually kind of interesting. But I don't know why they did what they did with the whatevers. I forget if there's something I'm supposed to actually do here. Oh, there we go. That's what I need to do. I need to talk to Cypher. My dear instructor, I'm hurt. Those are rather cruel words for an aspiring student. A mediocre instructor like you will never understand. Wah, wah, wah. Cypher's gotta take driver's ed again for the third time. Oh yeah, I know Final Fantasy VII has a whole lot of weird stuff in its translation and localization. That's a terrible rabbit hole to go down. There we go. Second floor hallway. Second floor hallway. Whoop. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm the main character of this game. I'm not worried about anything. Let's see. Sup? There we go. Dinked. Cell dinked. Look at that weird run. That is all. Better luck next year. From now on, as a member of SEED, you'll be dispatched all over the world. We are proud to introduce SEED, Balam Garden's mercenary soldiers. Combat specialists. When the time comes, Sid just gets walked all over. Finally, a Gunblade specialist. Man, Zill's goofy. Battle meter. Battle report. Criticism. Well. Golf clap. Golf clap. Golf clap. Seed rank 3. I honestly don't even know if that's good. Well, I think this is as good a time as any. Get a save in. Good 2 hours. We got our first couple Guardian forces. We got our first couple characters. First couple boss fights. We're a seed now, and I think I'm going to, let's see. I think I'm gonna go and take care of some other things. I don't know when I'm gonna resume playing this again. Don't really have a schedule for these sorts of things. Let's see. But, yep, so that dance scene is coming up. Oh, this has been good. It's been a while since I played this game. It's been a while. But I gotta go take care of some things. Why can't I switch back to my Exosplit? But I will see y'all later. Wherever you are in the world, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon.